Gun violence has rattled the island over the past 2 weeks. A spate of violent criminal acts perpetrated on victims have left many fearful and anxious, calling for an end to the violence. Minister for Home Affairs Hermangild Francis is calling on individuals with information to work with law enforcement.
There is an issue of gun crime, and I've spoken about it. Persons complain and blame the minister, the commissioner of police, the police, and the judiciary. I have always said that all of us are in, and it has to take a collective response to dealing with crime. There are persons who actually have information and refuse to give the information. The only time they are willing or want information to be given to the police is when it's very close to home, and that cannot be.
Concerns were also raised in regards to gun control policies on the island.
There is proper gun policy. The fines and prison terms are quite stiff. You notice when the judge, Mrs. Lauren Williams, came in, you could see what the bail conditions were. So that is it, that the law is there and we can use it. So we don't have to reinvent the wheel. Okay, we just have to do what we're supposed to do.
Amid calls for the reimposition of the curfew, the minister says that this measure is among other strategies being looked into by authorities to control the crime wave.
When we had the curfew, it was to deal with the spread of the coronavirus. Okay, so that's why you had 2 persons per vehicle, you had the zones and all these other things. Yes, it did assist us in fighting crime, but I don't think that it was the main thing that prevented the crime situation. I think persons understood the health issues and they behaved themselves. Now that the curfew is out, it's for the police and for the government to find ways and means of dealing with it.
So with the Prime Minister's suggestion that restating the curfew, there's a possibility that they may restate the curfew to deal with this situation as well. Will you be in support of that law?
Again, it has to be discussed at Cabinet, and I will decide at this time whether I should support it or not. But it's an idea. And all ideas have to contend.
The issue of witness protection was also touched on by the minister for individuals seeking to work with law enforcement. Francis says, although costly to the government, the witness protection service is ongoing. He urges members of the public that if they do see something, say something. Solange Alfred, HTS News Force.